I got it. I figured it out. I got it. We're good. Alright, what are we seeing? We got Cho'Gath, Sejuani, Ziggs, Ahri, LeBlanc. And then blue team's picking now because they missed a ban. And we're not restarting because fuck them. I don't want to
Hey,
listen to all of it. I love them, but fuck them. We're not restarting. If this was early in the night, then yes, we would definitely restart. We don't have time for that. You have to agree on that.
oh yeah. Twitch.tv/Lola Podcast Community Games.
Yeah, I'm getting all this set up. We started this pretty fast. Slow and fast at the same time.
No, I'm just tweeting right now.
Oh. Community games.
Hey. You stretched your client. That's how you fit it. It's ugly and fat, man.
I told you that. It's
That's
not
what I
ugly.
was saying.
It's not ugly and fat.
It is ugly and
It's
fat.
just full screen.
No, it doesn't fit the aspect ratio, so everything's stretched.
It's gonna look better once I put the overlay over it.
Everything's still gonna look stretched.
No, it's not. It's gonna look
Those
fine.
champion boxes are not square.
It's gonna be. They're not square either way.
Yes, they are.
No, they weren't because I didn't stretch this earlier and they weren't squared.
Oh, you want to bet?
I put a fucking marquee around it. Yeah, I want to bet.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Just casual 9, right? You have a 9 at the end of your name.
Yes, I do.
All right, there we go. We're live and we're going and we're rolling. All right,
We're
so we
already
see
live.
LocoLibre with the Blitz. We see Sion, Jinx. Pretty normal. Gnar. I swear to God, if Bard top, I'm not even going to go off on it anymore because I've already made my case on my Bard top is terrible.
It's stupid that you're arguing it still. Who cares if it's viable or not? And I am absolutely right. It is a square.
I'm looking at it right now on my non-stretch client, and it's a fucking rectangle.
Okay, are you talking about the champion? Like, if you pick a champion right now, their
Like,
little square portrait.
If I'm looking at Blitzcrank, he's rectangle. He has a rectangle.
I'm looking.
On
I
that
just
square.
I just put the screenshot in a Photoshop thingy, and it's square.
Well, maybe yours is smaller than mine.
Can you change your client size?
Yeah, maybe.
It's still rectangular, and I don't like it at all.
Yeah, you can change it. You can change the client size. It's fine. This is mine, okay? You can do whatever you want on yours. So it's set up on mine.
Oh, it's so ugly, man. Quality control.
Control, please. Fuck out of here. No one will even notice when the image is on top of it.
Oh, it drives me absolutely nuts. Weren't you there when what is it? The front page of the front of PvP client had like 1 pixel off of like for the windows on it or whatever?
No.
Oh, that drove me nuts.
Do you have really bad OCD?
No, I don't.
Oh, he went Mordekaiser. Okay.
Oh, because everyone was angry at him. Like, no, don't play something off meta. Oh no, don't play something that's not as good as everything else. Oops. Yeah, just saying. I cropped out the champion portraits. And my crop that is from a snipping tool is 52 pixels by 50 like 4 or something like that.
That's not a square. That's
Yes,
a
because I
rectangle.
cropped it out with a snipping tool.
It's a rectangle.
Oh my
52 by
god.
54. That's 2
My
more.
crop.
That's a
Oh, okay.
rectangle.
You know what? You're gonna be difficult about this. I don't care. It's like freaking talking to a wall. So okay.
All right, so pick and ban. You want to start us off with this?
No, I don't.
So we
Bans
have
as a Cho'Gath ban against the mEgaMoon because mEgaMoon plays a ton of Cho'Gath. He's not taking any in the top lane, but he's
Sejuani.
been
Oh,
taking
there's
in the
not even
mid. Actually,
Starkweather. I said.
he still might take Annie in the top lane.
No, I
I'm
think we're
surprised that
gonna
there's no
see.
teleport,
I don't
but
know. Ooh, that's weird. They're giving up a lot of map control with that.
either or can go in the top lane. I know Straynar likes to go in the top lane more. He does not like Mordekaiser mid lane for
Right.
whatever reason. I think it's because he likes to just split push and be just split push. So I think it's Annie mid actually. What else do we have here?
We have
We got 3 minutes
Vel'Koz,
to talk about this, don't we?
mid. Yeah, we have Blitzcrank. Alright, well, let's start with the bot lane. We have Ashe, Blitzcrank, and we have Jinx, Leona, because we know those roles are definite. So, Katy Perry on Blitzcrank, too. He doesn't really play support, but just
He plays
champion-wise,
playmakers. He likes to be a playmaker.
if played this out right, I would say Ashe and Blitzcrank have the advantage. Inside of the laning phase at least, but Leona and Jinx are just going to scale into that late game way harder than both of those champions are.
I think Jinx Leona has a beneficial laning phase actually, but depends on how they play it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they
I mean, of
play it
course, if
safe,
Blitz doesn't do anything, then whatever.
yeah, if they play it really safe and just like nice and let the Jinx just farm up, don't give up any kills, stay well positioned, everything, get good trades
Hmm.
in, then they're gonna outside of the laning phase, they're gonna prosper a lot more than what the Ashe
Yeah.
and the Blitzcrank are. And
All the
then
Ashe and Blitz need to do is Ashe just needs to like she doesn't even really have to worry about harassing. All she needs to do is make sure she doesn't get hit by Leona, and wait
right,
for Blitzcrank to grab someone, turn on her Q and use her W, slow that person, and still stay out of Leona's and dodge the Leona's Zenith Blade
yep,
and the Jinx Zap. That's all she needs to do, and just let the person run away, like walk away, being slowed, get as many auto attacks as you can without putting yourself in danger. That's how you win that bot lane.
yep.
On the other side, and I think unfortunately, Ashe doesn't get a huge level 6 spike compared to the enemy team because you have an equivalent Ashe ult with Jinx and then a
Well,
Leona ult.
actually, for if we see Elise coming in, if we see Ernie coming in while Ashe is 6, then they even against like a Sion, they just have a stronger 6 because Ashe ult is used for the engage and it's such a long stun. And then with the blitz, you can pull him back, and you're most likely gonna win a 3v3 6 if we see both of them go down
Hmm.
at that. But inside the 2v2, they Leona and Jinx definitely have the one up because even if they do get the Ashe stun out on like say the Jinx, well you have the Leona stuns.
Yeah, she's just
Versus
gonna drop the stun.
right.
And because of Leona's passive on like all of her when she uses a spell, if Jinx procs the damage on that spell, that's a lot of burst damage.
Mhm.
Jinx already does decent damage, then she puts her rockets down. Blitz can't really do anything to keep them off. He can't really do much to stop and engage
No.
unless he's in a good position to do that.
Well, the one thing that I like when I play against a Jinx, like if I play against a Leona, I play Blitzcrank because, as we all know, I'm a Blitzcrank main. Uh, the one thing I like to do is I like to play a little more passive inside of that lane, and I have to set up something here, and then I wait. I wait for the Leona to Zenith Blade in, and then I will pull her off before she can land her stun. If that makes sense. So like she'll Zenith Blade in, and right before, if she doesn't proc her Q beforehand, which a lot of like lower level Leonas don't, they don't really like Q and then Zenith Blade, like they should be doing for that guaranteed stun, then you still just pull off the Leona with the Blitzcrank, and then that also stops the W. I don't know. It's
I don't
weird.
know if you
It's
actually
tricky.
have to proc that. I don't know if you actually do
Well, it's
need to do that. I
it's
think you
like
can still
something.
queue up the Q while you're Eing.
Right, you
I think
can.
you can do it with.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can while you're in Zenith Blade, But
Hey, Luke, you need
yeah,
to switch your.
I'm doing it. I'm looking
Okay.
for the thing right now.
Okay.
It's being weird. There. Yeah, got it. Cool.
Alright, so on the top lane, Gnar against Mordekaiser. Gnar should completely bully out Mordekaiser. Unless Mordekaiser just keeps pushing Gnar in and Gnar doesn't trade. Otherwise, that really should be a Gnar lane win.
And then same
Uh,
with the Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz should beat out that Annie inside the lane.
uh,
Unless, well, I mean,
they both, it's kind of like who gets.
well, because the thing is, you know, Annie inside of mid lane, her whole goal is to stun, or stun zone. Like, zoning's a main part of Annie in the mid lane, or Annie in general. And Vel'Koz just has really high burst with his W and E combo to knock her up and then burst her down with the W. And it makes it a little more tricky to zone out that Vel'Koz. Just because he does have
He has good range, good poke.
yeah, he has good tools to stop from a complete zone. Like, he's not going to, he might be zoned off a few CS, but overall, I feel like a Vel'Koz should beat out Annie inside the mid lane. That's just generally speaking, too. Like, just looking at their kits and what they have and how you can play.
Big problem with that lane is you got mEgaMoon. He's probably, I think, plat 3 right now, and LocoLibre is sitting in silver, I believe, or
Right,
bronze.
bronze. So, yeah,
that should be really interesting. There should be a lot of focus on that lane, by the junglers, I think, or at least by Elise.
Yeah.
Then gotta move around all the champion portraits in the middle.
Now, do you think, I know there's been a lot of debate, but do you think that Rod of Ages is good on Annie inside the mid lane?
Yes, I think it's
well
very
as
good on Annie, but I
it?
wouldn't build it on every game though. I think it's a situational thing. I think if you are not able, if you do not have many targets to burst down and you are susceptible to the enemy bursting you down, I think Rod of Ages is great. Or, I'm sorry. If you cannot safely fight, I think Rod of Ages is great, because it gives you some tankiness, and because it gives you that health, and then Annie's shield gives her resistances, and of course you need some health to make use of those resistances.
So do you think,
and the
do you think inside this matchup that you would be building
this
Rod of
matchup,
Ages in?
I don't think it's needed. She can jump on Vel'Koz. She could, I mean, basically Annie's gonna be flash stunning, flash
Right.
tippers.
Yeah.
She could jump on Loco. She could jump on Ashe. She could jump on Elise. Elise might build a little tanky.
But if she doesn't hit that stun on that Blitzcrank and get pulled, then she's just gonna get bursted down real fast.
Sure.
But that flash stun, even if she does, now I don't know. It's one of those tricky ones. You could or you can't. I don't think it would be necessarily a bad buy. But
Yeah, I think it would be perfectly
same
fine
time-
because you do still have to get through that Gnar and Elise and Blitzcrank.
Right.
It depends how Ernie builds too. If Ernie builds pure
They went
AP,
for the invade. Did you see that where the Jinx and Mordekaiser and Leona were all standing while they were doing their invade there? Right
Yeah.
by the inner turret with the shields on them. And then they just kind of went through and got a couple of deep wards down and didn't really get anything besides information off that invade.
oh,
which
here we
isn't
have
bad.
Gnar and Straynar running into each other. Straynar just taking some harass by that Gnar. He's in not a good spot, but he actually levels up his scrap shield because of that. I think he should have just taken the damage and waited on that one. But now Mordekaiser is going to definitely have a tough level 1.
So this Vel'Koz is already down.
Yep.
And he's not using that Q for poke. He's using it for clear, which isn't what you want to do with the Vel'Koz Q.
I think he was trying to poke her on that one. I think.
Right.
There's an invade with Elise
Yep.
onto Sion on his blue. Let's see what happens with this. Red team could go help. They don't necessarily need to, but
This
I'm
blue
curious
might
what's
be
gonna happen
solid.
here.
Oh,
Oh
no!
no!
Wow.
Elise screws up. She needed to save that Q for the execute damage. Sifu gets out just fine without the aid of his friend.
Oh, nice hook by
and
Katy Perry there. But that was also a nice stun by that Leona onto the Ashe.
Interesting. Alright. So in the mid lane we have a little bit of trade back and forth. Loco is not completely behind. mEgaMoon did get scathed a little bit. We'll see how that goes. The top lane, Starkweather, Gnar is bowling out the Mordekaiser. Just as expected. So far pretty tame. Oh, which team do you like better, Luke?
Oh. I honestly like blue side better inside of this game. I like the Gnar and Blitzcrank. I know the really tankiness from the Gnar. And then I also like the ability that the Elise has to get to that back line and assassinate. And then I also like the they have multiple different engages that they could use.
Okay.
Whether it be with the Ashe stun or a Gnar E ult or a Blitzcrank hook. You know, they have a lot of multiple engages. Rather than the red side, you have a Sion and you have Annie and Leona too, but that Annie's engage is only going to be really good. And we see two different engagements going on real quick. Yeah,
go ahead.
I just went to Loco, and he just got ignited and almost taken down, and then in the bot lane, Leona got grabbed. But yeah, go ahead, say what you're saying, sorry.
Switch the Sion and Mord on your scoreboard.
Oh, whoops. Good call, good call.
It was, I've got it. Twitch chat mentioned that. Almost forgot we had Twitch chat going.
Thanks, Twitch chat. I appreciate that. I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, there's no way that this is right. But I wasn't really paying attention.
One thing that was asked is, Crystal Scepter on Annie. I would... Alright, Rylai's Crystal Scepter. Just because, Annie has a strong stun, I don't really think the slow is needed that much. She's not exactly like... Well, I could see it. I think I'd rather go Rod of Ages just because... I just like it better on her. Gives her the tankiness. Gives her extra mana to... Because, it's funny, Annie has no problem staying in lane, in the laning phase while she's last hitting. But during a prolonged team fight, her mana actually does go away.
Right.
Because the W, I think, has 100 mana on... Like, this, it costs a bit to do all of her spells.
Yeah.
Then she can get a few rotations on with the Rod of
full
Ages.
combo will take down her mana pool, like, significantly, but she also does a lot of burst. And we see Elise coming down. Let me see if he can get the hook. He gets the
Nice
Jinx.
hook.
The flash in.
Oh, nice.
The stun missed.
And then Swoco, unfortunately.
Oh,
gets
no.
Oh!
Good use of those
Wow,
Jinx
everyone
rockets
survives.
there. Really good
Absolutely,
use of the Jinx rocket on the Blitzcrank.
Got a lot of flash. Got a lot of splash damage, and it was kind of interesting because Swoco went a little too deep because he went to Zenith Blade, the Blitzcrank, but Elise flashed over and he ended up connecting with Elise, which was even further behind.
Another nice
hook. Another hook hits.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That should be one dead Jinx.
And that should be first blood. Ashe.
Go.
And there you go. Like we talked about, Blitz gets a hook. Ashe just slows and just stays good distance, stays safe, and Jinx has no blink or anything, no way to get away besides disengaging with her chompers. So that Ashe slow is gonna really suck. If an engage with Straynar, Straynar drops the Mordekaiser ult on Gnar with a flash, but then Gnar just jumps away. Doesn't burn a flash or anything.
The one thing I remember Straynar saying is that he usually loses lane with Mordekaiser inside the top lane, but
he is doing very well though.
Yeah.
He's only down 5 CS.
Yep.
As the Mordekaiser against the Gnar. I'm very impressed with that. But then again,
So-
Mordekaiser has very good wave clearing potential too, so he doesn't have to worry about going in meleeing the minions. He just goes in, uses all his spells, soaks up some of the damage with his shield, and easily clears the wave if he times it all correctly.
See Sion coming into the mid, but nothing. Vel'Koz just went right off. Knew something was up.
Yeah, and he needed her flash ready there, but it was on cooldown. I don't remember when she used it. We must have missed it. Huh.
And we see
Oh,
Elise back.
oh,
Got
Elise
it
gets
this
the
time.
steal this time.
And then it's stunned to get it away. Oh, red team's gonna come up and gets hit by the
nice
choppers.
catch.
Can't escape. Maybe. Oh, he pulls her off. Got the flash out of Sion.
Yeah, that
And you
pull,
got the-
unfortunately. Oh, Annie's coming in. She does not have her flash yet. Oh, it's just coming off a cooldown in a few seconds.
Yeah,
He
that
has.
pull.
Oh.
It's not a bad idea, but there's not really much you can do to save that Elise.
Nice
Yeah.
pull. Nice counter engage by Annie. Flash Tibber stun on everyone. The Jinx is shredding everyone with the rockets. Gnar's about to turns, destroys. Who was that?
Ashe is being-
Swoco.
Ashe is being
With his
zoned
ult.
out by this, by that Sion passive app too.
Ah, that's what was happening down there. Good engage on both parties right there.
What summoner spells do you suggest on Blitz? Because I've been working on different ones to see what wombo combo I like. It all depends on your matchups. Preferably in lane, I like to run Ignite on Blitz, just because you get like really big kill pressure inside of the bot lane. But again, if I need to take Exhaust, or like I know we're gonna do final lane, and I'm just gonna have to take it against mid to late game, you know, shut down the assassins or whatever, then I'll take Exhaust. But in most cases, I like taking Ignite. It's just one of those matchups. So we see blue team went for the dragon there. Really good dragon call. Ended up picking up 3 kills for none on that one. Oh, for 1.
Oh, for
I
one.
can give her a nice Q. But they
Nice
got dragon
rebuttal,
with 3
Elise.
kills. So it was a good dragon call.
Oh, but Blitz is coming in on the Annies. Let's see if he can hit this grab.
Nice
Flash
flash.
grab, easy knock up. Gnar finishing it off, or Vel'Koz?
Oh,
That's a dead Annie. Gnar gets the kill on that one. Ooh, Gnar is 2-0, and we got Ashe at 3-0. Not bad.
I think Swoco forgot to hit Q again there. For that stop, because that Q went all the way. Think about it just.
Oh, you mean Loco?
Yeah. But I say Swoco.
Loco,
Blitz
same
is
thing.
still
Blitz
in-
again with the roam.
He didn't
But
get
he
the
doesn't-
E off or anything like that, so it was just free damage from the Mordekaiser.
Ah, he took the Mord ult for nothing, so that was definitely worth it. Blitz's ult is a very, very short cooldown, so use it whenever you want, to be honest. So yeah, Sith Lord Bane. I'm curious at what other summoners you're using, because the only two sets I would say are Exhaust or Exhaust and Flash or Ignite and Flash. As a support Blitz. Maybe a teleport. Teleport would be really interesting. Could you imagine a teleport Jinx?
Oh, God, dude. Maybe I should try out teleport on my Blitzcrank.
Thing is, you're just gonna go top lane against the tank. With the tank, maybe that might be pretty boring. Mid lane ganks are gonna be. You don't really see many teleport mid lane ganks.
No, dude, you don't need it. Like, the thing is with that teleport, is you just go up top, because you can get to mid lane from bot lane really fast.
It's just
so you don't need
just
teleport
go from
for
top
that.
to bottom
then
and just get back to your lane, right?
Exactly. Try your teleport flash. Yeah, exactly what we're talking about right now. But yeah, you could go.
Although I could definitely see that in the mid game. I would say you know what? You don't honestly as Blitzcrank, if you're a good enough Blitzcrank or you can punish the enemy, like the enemy makes too many mistakes, you don't need a second summoner spell besides Flash to survive the lane phase.
Yep.
You could win it with just Flash.
Yeah.
That being said, you could do a whole like the Udyr like jungle teleport or the Hecarim teleport or the Who else gets home guard teleport to go behind, like Rammus teleport? Like, you could do that with Blitz in the mid game to get some nice catches and engages on some unsuspected victim. I could see that. That would actually be very interesting. Yeah, I don't think you really need the second Starkweather spell to win lane.
A nice
oh,
flash.
okay.
Got the ult down on him.
No problem.
Not gonna matter.
Way too far. He's pushing way too far.
No wards.
And I know.
The Leona.
Oh, the Sion gang coming through lane. Oh, lands right onto Ashe. No problem. She flashes. Oh, and she gets away. Oh, the rocket goes down. They trade a rocket for an arrow, and the rocket wins. Oh boy, that was a beautiful engage. Swoco timed that perfectly.
Then flash smite.
Sion ultimate.
LOL. Chill smite with tankiness. We talked about smite on supports and what, 3 episodes ago? So you can go listen to that.
Well, that's another thing. The smite on Blitz is a totally different. It's a totally another angle on it, because the reason why I do that is the biggest. Oh, we got an engage by Annie into the mid lane.
Nice kill.
Easy kill. Loco was completely out of position for that one. But yeah, back to Blitz with smite. The big cheese that people have done in like YouTube videos and stuff like that is the biggest counter to Blitzcrank is staying behind your minion line.
Yeah, and then
When you smite,
you smite the minion line, and then you Q behind it. Yeah, I get the cheese, but it's still. I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of smite supports.
It's not a sure. I mean, you definitely have. You sacrifice something.
And yeah, and that's what it's about. It's like it's not bad to do, and like there's a lot of cheese factor with it. Let me see.
We got an easy gank, an easy kill on the Mordekaiser again.
But
I have a lot of things to talk about in this game.
Yeah, it's just you're giving up the spells of Ignite and Exhaust, which are just better for your team, and they're better for number-wise than what Smite is. And they just do much more. But, like, I get it. There's a cheese factor to it. It's not expected. You know, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just there's better options.
Yeah. I would actually say taking a Smite on Blitz is a total just win lane strategy.
Yeah, it's just a cheese factor. That's all it is. It's a laning cheese factor. Oh, that was.
That misses.
Oh, he misses. Yeah, I wouldn't have gone in after that. That wasn't a really good.
I would have.
That wasn't a really good stun though. Like, that but it didn't go far enough into the bush. Like it hit the edge of the bush.
Oh, it went far enough into the bush. Just the guy. It was a really unlucky check because it missed everyone in the bush. But there definitely is some risk, and I bet Ernie's thinking, "What the hell just happened?"
Yeah, he's like.
Dragon goes to red team. We got 1-1 with dragon counters. The gold is still ahead on blue team. We got Gnar still pushing the top. Oh, okay. So what I wanted to talk about earlier, I know Straynar is also Angry Aaron. He wrote in recently, and we talked about one of his questions on in the latest episode 41. He talks about loving to split push with Mordekaiser. Oh, we have a small engage. Oh, wow. Leona goes deep. Great.
Hold on. I need to talk about this because I noticed this earlier. And Katy Perry
No. Something's going on. You gotta talk about the action, man.
Yeah, no. This is about the action.
You gotta wait till the action's done. But okay, anyway, go on.
Well, unless Enigma threw out a ult there, which he could do once his Blitzcrank passive goes out. Probably get the kill.
It looks like this is a turret dive. It should be an easy turret dive. Straynar gets that. Blitz stayed way too long. I mean, even if he lived, like, staying there, he gains nothing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of risk for not even little reward, no reward.
So now Straynar doing the same thing that he was doing on topside, and still no wards. Like, he's trying to split push without these wards here.
Mm-hmm.
and that's extremely dangerous to do. Like, you can't do that. If you're gonna split push, you need your boards out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
And if you don't have them, you take that tower and you just back with the money that you just got off of that. Go buy wards and then continue to do a split push.
Absolutely.
God, man, so much action. I can't get off what I want to say about this. All right.
Yeah, and he gets a nice stun onto LocoLibre, but no one.
Oh,
Oh,
the
Jinx rocket going in!
Oh,
Just
misses.
grazing Vel'Koz. Oh man.
So they should.
Ult goes down on the Swoco, but very unnecessary Leona ult. Both teams disengage from that. Ooh. Close kill onto NovaXT.
Alright, we keep seeing Katy Perry pulling this Leona, and we saw it down in the bottom lane just a second ago when that, all three of them had died, or two of them.
Oh, nice engage by the Ashe, just hiding in the bush, getting her ult down. Nice
the flash over the
choppers.
Yeah, that was really good.
Kill for Ashe. Oh, really sneaky, just waiting.
Yeah, that was really clever, really good. That was a really good play by the Ashe. But we keep on seeing Katy Perry pull that Leona. We saw it down in the bot lane, and you don't want to be pulling that Leona right now. And the main reason behind that is because you're going to pull that Leona, which is getting her closer to do Zenith Blade onto your ADC, and even if you pop her up, so what happens, you pull her, you pop her up, she holds onto that Zenith Blade 1 second, then you're done. You have nothing more besides a speed up, and then your E is on a 5-second cooldown. And then she's going to Zenith Blade stun, and that's going to allow Enigma to come up, who's doing way more damage right now. He has a IE. And pulling the Leona inside of even that 2v2 and letting that Enigma and Jinx catch up, you don't want to do that, because you're just giving the Leona more opportunities to go and lock down your ADC.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And Swoco now.
And see, that's what you want to do.
Nice grab onto Enigma right there. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Blue turret goes down. Loco gets caught by the Leona as well. Counter engaged though by blue team. Ernie gets a nice kill.
Ernie got a nice stun
catch.
with Tibbers on Ashe in the back. Bot lane. Back line.
Oh, nice
and a nice
catch
stun.
again. Doing Ashe arrow goes down. Mordekaiser goes down. Katy Perry just beating on the Sion. Gets a nice grab again. Starkweather and Nova just finishing that one off. Wow, that was a great counter engage by the blue team. Absolutely. It looked really bad for them at the start of that fight.
Well, the thing is, the reason that worked out, that counter engage worked out, is because Katy Perry got that beautiful hook onto that Jinx, and they were able to burst her down so fast, and then after that, besides Mooney, they don't have much damage right now. So once either Mooney, or preferably that Jinx is down, you're going to be able to turn any side of fight, because you have a lot more damage threats than what the red side does. And that's something that I also wanted to bring up earlier, of why I like the blue side more than the red side.
Also, the thing I want to mention with the damage comes from Jinx and Annie. Jinx is strong just because she's a strong champion. She only does have the Infinity Edge. She actually is not as fed as Ashe. Well, Ashe did get a few kills on that one, but she's not as fed as Ashe. And in addition to that, Annie only has Rod of Ages, which isn't a huge power spike compared to any needlessly large rod item.
Right.
Rod of Ages needs a little extra time to really get its power spike.
That's why they say a general rule with Rod of Ages: if you can't build it within 12 or 14 minutes, don't build it at all.
Yeah, I mean he did get it early enough.
Right.
It has some damage on it. It's vamping up, but again, it's not as strong as those needless items. So you have your two damage people, which is Jinx and Annie. Annie does probably not as much damage. Oh, he actually does more damage than Vel'Koz, I bet, at the moment, because Vel'Koz is pretty far behind. It doesn't do as much damage as you would expect. Oh, a nice engage.
Right now, inside of a team fight, this Jinx can like, even though she's not...
Oh, we got a
that
huge
strong,
fight in the dragon pit. We got blue team coming in, stealing the dragon away from red team.
Oh,
Red
and a
team just
nice
getting
ult
torn
by
apart from both
Loco.
sides. Nice grab to finish off the 4th kill on the Sion, and Straynar is just
God,
was not there.
they're doing such a good job with these counter engages and just kiting it out a little bit, waiting until the lead is blown, and then just capitalizing on that and just blowing down and getting the nice picks that they need. And
Yeah.
blue side is just doing a really, really good job with those, and they're starting up Baron now, which is a really good call here. 4 people dead. Trainers up there.
Katy Perry cannot hook the Baron out of its own pit.
No, it doesn't work like that. It's in the ground, buddy.
So mEgaMoon needs to get in there and tank it.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
Jinx rocket, and that forces
that's
the
gonna
blue
back
team
him
away.
off. Yeah.
They just weren't healthy enough and did not have the DPS to take it down. I mean, you have someone like a Vayne, Jinx, or anyone else that has a huge attack speed steroid. Ashe is not someone that necessarily takes down objectives quickly unless she just has the items to do it.
A lot of attack
And
speed.
then you got Gnar, who's not doing much damage. Vel'Koz does some true damage, so that's pretty good. But then you got also a Blitz. Elise does decent damage, but yeah, you need a little bit. You need a little bit more to take Baron that early with that little health.
Right.
It was a good call. It was a good call.
It was a good
And-
call. It was just...
Yeah,
wasn't-
just
you
red team.
can't really
Red team
do
was
it.
aware.
Yeah.
Red team was aware enough to be able to stop it. I would have definitely made that call as blue team.
Yeah,
Try
I
to
would've
do it
definitely made
and
that,
just
so.
get ready to peel if they come. Alright.
Katy
So
Perry
again-
getting caught out with the stun. But, oh, we see... Oh, my directed camera just went top. Alright, Katy Perry got out. And then
The
Gnar.
Straynar is split pushing again. The rest of the team is not taking advantage of it, or they were not in place to take advantage of it. He does have some wards down, but he still needs them deeper than that. Because
Right.
3 people are roaming top. Straynar does not realize it,
And I'm...
even at this moment.
Oh... that
Great
was
bait,
nice. That
and
was a
then
great-
LocoLibre
yeah.
probably there to just finish it off with Ernie. Just
That turret's
and no assist for. Oh, at least does get an
Yeah.
assist.
Well,
Good.
here's the thing, and I'm going to ping this on the map just in case they want to watch it, because I think I can still ping. If you want to split push, your wards need to be right here, and your wards need to be right here. These are the 2 best places for your wards to be, and then one right here, which you already have. This little triangle right here, because those wards are your most common path, especially with how many turrets are down right now inside the mid lane, that you're going to spot out anyone and you're going to be able to get away safely. I don't know if you can see it or if you're watching the stream to see where
I
I'm
have to
pinging.
look at the stream. Yeah, I can see it on the stream.
But yeah, you just make the triangle. You make one right here, make one right here, and you put one right here, and those are your best wards for split pushing, because you're going to spot out anyone coming to get you.
Yep. And you gotta also think who you're playing with. Mordekaiser is not a fast champion. He's not carrying Ghost, which I wouldn't suggest carrying. Oh, nice
my
engage on Enigma. Good pull. GG. Game over for Enigma on that one. Wow, he got melted quick.
Oh,
And then Annie with the
nice.
counter engage with the stun takes out Gnar quickly. Katy Perry's about to go down also. Oh, it gets. Oh, there you go. Strainar's all finishes it off, and then red team is a little split.
see
Sion is
Loco.
still top lane. Blue is a little split as
Yeah.
well. We got Leona coming down onto Elise. Elise repels, delaying her escape. Oh, gets
nice
away.
escape out of there,
Oh,
but-
Sion ulting completely whiffs. We got a flash
Wow.
stun by Swoco. Actually, I don't think
But
the
it
stun went
misses.
off because
no,
the
no, it
team
missed
hit.
it because the cocoon.
We got the chase.
Ignite.
The Zenith Blade hits. A good repel
Oh
again.
my
Goes
gosh.
behind the side.
I gotta
Oh,
keep
but we're back in the
watching this.
mid lane.
I gotta keep watching this escape. I can't go down the mid lane. It's not worth it. This escape is way too good.
But the escape is not. Oh, she gets a nice step. Oh, she extends the gap with her Q, which a lot of people don't know. It's a really, it's small, but you know, it's like half a tumble, but it still could get you out.
Right. Or in. It can really get you in.
Sure, there you go. And
If you're engaging. But in that
yeah,
case-
so we had a huge team fight with no gained objectives from
Oh,
that
Katy
actually
Perry,
because it was
he's
so
just
scattered.
he's
Yeah.
going ham right here. Oh, and he
Oh,
forces the flash. Totally worth.
and I think he actually missed that one anyway.
Yeah, he did. He totally had that one miss, but he forced the flash, and that was just beautiful. No one around him. He was just totally mind tricks on that one. Forcing the Jinx off the wave, stopped her from pushing, and then forced her flash. You
Yeah,
can't
that
get
was a
any better
really,
than that.
really great pull.
On the Jinx by the red
No,
button?
no, no, the one that forced the flash because
Oh,
that one, oh,
that's a
P
nice.
Perry, this is the low health Annie. Oh no,
Yeah.
realized she was just doing blue buff right there. Oh, what I was saying is that so Jinx was running against the wall, right? So
Mhm.
she had a little room on the left side, but you're not gonna juke into a wall. That's just really tough. Oh, we got
Actually,
a command
God, yeah, that
banner
banner
command minion over here that Straynar cannot take down.
It's such a good support item. And it's one of those
Um,
ones that isn't really recognized either.
Nope. I mean, Riot even mentioned it on their patch notes. Like, hey guys, no change to banner command, but it's good. Or no, that wasn't banner command. Wait, no, was it? I think it was banner command. We got to catch on Swoco. He goes down quickly.
And then
Annie with
Gunnar
the
gets
nice stun.
Ashe
Gets
that
Zhonya's.
nice-
Rocket goes down. Can Enigma clean this up? She
We
has
got
a chance.
Straynar in the back line picking up the Loco as well.
Oh my gosh, I think blue team is down on this one.
No, Big Dyck is untouched right now.
Oh yeah, good point.
He's very untouched.
Jinx with nice
We
kills.
just need to get.
Oh,
Yep, they're gonna go.
let's see what happens. Katy Perry needs to hit this hook. He hits the hook. Gets the key. Oh! Enigma survives for a little longer. Oh, and then goes down.
You need to be
And now
kiting
it's a
this. You need to
Sion
be kiting
versus.
this, John. Kite this out.
Oh no! Get that auto attack. He doesn't have his Q on either. Now run away! They have to run!
Run,
Too slow. Oh, nice
nice.
cocoon by Ernie.
That
And
was-
I think he can dash.
That was beautiful. That was beautifully set up. But those chompers were huge. Because they played such a big part in zoning out that Jinx and then just picking off the blitz there. Luckily, a good recovery from the Ashe to get over, but...
Yeah, right there,
those
the
were
Ashe
good.
definitely needed a orb walk though.
Yeah.
Attack move. When you're against a melee champion, the reason why you're at an advantage with a range champion is that you have range. And he was just standing in there. He eventually got hit by the Sion Q because he was standing still. You definitely want to be moving away and auto attacking as best as possible. Even there's some situations this is wrong, but most of the times you will negate. You will end up doing more damage and taking less damage by moving,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're attacking less.
Right.
Again, this is not always, but most of the times you want to be moving and attacking to deal the most damage.
So we don't see Dragon coming up anytime soon, but the red team's doing a really good job of just warding around this area and getting this vision.
So what does red team need to do to get back into this game? I mean, they're down a good amount. Oh, we got a catch on the Sion, I
You
think.
just gotta... Well, right now we're seeing one of their main...
Oh, we got a
yeah,
Mordekaiser all going down on Ashe. No follow-up on it.
Oh,
Oh, here it comes.
just got
Here
a
comes the
little
engage.
bit.
Ashe goes down. The Fed Ashe goes down. That's going to be a ton of damage for the red team. Blitz goes down as well. Jinx is on... What? Excited, I think?
Yeah.
But can't get much more. Except the Jekyll's, hopefully. Oh,
Oh.
nice ult by Jinx. Does not do enough damage, but they're definitely going to take the turret.
Alright, well... I was saying before this, because it looks like they might just back off and go back and regain their health. Yeah, that's what we're going to see. What does red team have to do in this besides what they just did, even though they're still down 10k gold, is we see right now red team, they're overextending a little bit inside of all their lanes and inside the jungles, and I get it, they're getting down really good vision, but they're putting themselves in really bad positions and getting caught out way too easily by this Blitzcrank and Ashe and Elise. And that's what's kind of causing them to, you know, get these 4v5 and this little bit of a disadvantage inside of this game. So if we see the red team kind of play it a little more passively, put a lot more wards inside of their jungle, get the vision inside of their jungle, I feel like the farther this game goes and the more late game we get into this, the red team is going to have a bigger advantage just because that Annie's going to get big and this Jinx is going to get big. You know, the Sion is going to become,
Sure.
you know...
Oh, we got a nice engage on the Sion. Sion just also
Yeah. And like I was about to say here, the Sion is going to become unkillable. Like, at some point I can see this Sion, because right now he's just stacking health. He has Cinderhulk.
I think
has
Ashe needs to build a Bork.
Gnar.
If Ashe builds a Bork, I mean Ashe. When I was learning Ashe, I built her as a tank. Oh my gosh! And the
Did he
steal
just
on
snipe that?
blue.
I didn't get to the
Oh
blue
my
fast
goodness,
enough,
he
but
got
I
it.
saw the ult. Yeah, wow,
Got it.
beautiful.
Jinx just stole blue buff away. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the way I used to play Ashe is just stay completely safe because you have no escape. Stay extremely safe, and the only person you're gonna hit is a tank. And with a slow on Sion, you can get a lot of damage down with Ashe with her items. And then if you add a Bork to it, which is gonna destroy someone that's building health, that's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a huge problem, and I think Sion, if he extends too far, he actually is not gonna have much forgiveness in that. Oh, and all goes down onto Ashe by Mordekaiser.
Finish.
Got a little back, but she has no lifesteal. Sion is actually going a little too deep.
And the ignite.
Oh, and gets the kill.
Oh,
But he trades his life for it. But a good nice pull onto
and we're
Annie.
gonna see a stun
Jinx
right
is
out of
over
this.
there. Stun comes down. Everyone is lined up for that Vel'Koz ult, and it just chunks everyone down. Elise is chasing the Jinx. Can she hit the cocoon? She hits the cocoon. Jinx is dead.
And in the meantime, we have Sion split pushing inside the bot lane. But, you know, that's exactly what I was saying right there. And even though they were trying to get that tower, and they end up getting the tower, they're just putting themselves inside of bad positions right now when they can't win a team fight, you know, straight up. The way that this is going, the counter engage from blue side has just been really on point this game. The picks have been really good this game. And red side
Sion
just
needs to be careful here.
isn't gonna win.
Be careful here. He's not gonna. Actually, he can ult away. What am I talking about?
Oh no!
Oh, but he does not.
It's a tower.
Oh, that was miscalculated.
And we see blue team also getting Baron. It's a really good Baron call. 4 people were dead. Sion was in the bot lane. That was a really good call by them.
Great
That
Baron call.
kill.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think the strategy. I mean, red team is they still have a decent team comp. They have a ton of CC with Sion and Leona. They have plenty of gauge with those two. They have plenty of AoE damage with Mordekaiser and Annie too. And with all these people going in and engaging and CCing, Jinx should have free reign to just do whatever she wants.
Right.
Elise can get through. A Vel'Koz ult can get through. A Gnar, a really, really good Mega Gnar, and can get through. But for the most part, I think he is pretty safe as long as they get that like front line, and or they come around and sneak behind them. If they are able to get an ult down on a fed Ashe or a Mordekaiser ult on a fed Ashe, that will be huge, right?
And like the thing is though is that's what they need to be doing.
Oh no, we got an
See
engage on the
Straynar.
Starkweather.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's
gonna pop
that's
into
the thing
Mega.
about Mordekaiser. He
Should
does
be
not have
safe.
F counter. He keeps using his flash against people that can jump away easily. It's a rough one.
But like that's what you need to be doing if you're red side, but they're just not able to do that right now.
Yeah, it's not easy to sneak behind a team.
No, and it's not even that. It's like they just can't force the fight straight up because this Blitzcrank is just hitting such beautiful clutch pulls on the right targets.
Yes, Blitz is doing his job
And
beautifully.
that's what makes this so hard is that, you know,
And we got Mord here caught by Cocoon. Split pushing again without a ward. Is he able to get enough damage on the Starkweather? He is peeled off by his whole by the enemy blue team, and no problem. He does have his easy route, but again, so the other thing I want to mention is split pushing is great. Dying on a split push is perfectly fine if your team is able to take something from it.
Right.
Mordekaiser is not, either his team is not working with him or it's not being communicated. You have to make sure you time your split push with your teammates also pushing.
Right.
You can't split push get further down to their nexus or to their like inhib or inner turrets while your team is still pushing like past or at like the mid turret or the outer turrets, dead outer turrets. You have to be on the same page because if you're split pushing too far up, the team can go kill the split pusher and still get back to whatever threat the rest of the four are dealing with or creating, and your sacrifices for nothing.
Exactly. Is that a righteous glory on that side? No. Yes, it is.
Yes, that is a righteous glory. Oh, nice silence. Oh, can he dodge? Oh, he cannot. Blitz cannot dodge from the Sion. Oh, nice knockup.
Oh, he just
See, now this is a neat. This is a neat kind of overextension with Blitz because one, he had wards down. Two, Blitz is someone that's mobile. Oh no!
Oh.
Ashe completely gets caught out. No wards for the blue team on that side of the map. Oh, but what I was saying is Blitz is someone that can do kind of this stupid overextension because he is a mobile champion.
Yeah.
Mordekaiser is not a mobile champion that is easily punished for overextending.
Right, and that was good too because he had the wards down inside the jungle to know if anyone was going to come through the jungle, and he was 1v1 with that Sion inside a lane. Like, he saw the Sion walk up inside a lane, and he was just able to sit there, you know, get the damage out, keep the push going on the wave, and get out, you know, relatively safely just because he's Blitzcrank. We see Mordekaiser getting caught out again.
Yeah, there's not much there's a lot more coordination on the blue team than red team.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the one time that the red team is talking is when you see these like picks. And there we go. Blitz should be dead, and he almost got away.
Yeah.
Because Blitz is able to do something like that. He was warding, he was by himself unfortunately, and the team was not there to back him up. That probably was not communicated and needed to be communicated actually.
I feel like he might have said, "Hey guys, I'm going out and getting," like, knowing Katy Perry, he probably said, "Hey guys, I'm going out, I'm going to get some deep side wards," and thought that he was just safe because he is Blitzcrank and he does have that, you know, good escape ability.
And he almost did get away in a very bad situation.
But he just got 1v3'd, and like it wasn't a bad, and I'm sure that it was communicated, just the way I know Katy Perry is and the way Katy Perry talks to his team and stuff like that. But it was just kind of, you know, at the wrong place at the wrong time.
So one thing I did not notice is that both the junglers and supports have sight stones, and actually the red team has upgraded sight stones.
Yeah, this is beautiful, and you can really see that they have a lot more words out on the map, like just because of that. And they're setting up this push right here, and I don't.
They need to engage that one.
But that was such a beautiful engage onto the Gnar to stun him down. Well, let's see if blue team. Bernie's just going to be the second initial lane here. We're just going to take the 2 kills. And we're going to get Katy Perry as well. 3 kills for Nut. And really untouched there. And that's what you were saying. Hey, let's get behind them. And that's what they did. They set up that death bush right there with the pink. And they were like, hey, let's get behind them and then just blow them up with our front line. And that
We also have a Zizirab portal put down right here too. Oh, Vel'Koz all goes down. Melts Swoco with Ashe's help. He is caught by an anti-stun though. Ashe is not there helping him out. She needs to be attacking. Oh, and Loco goes down. Yeah, Ashe really needed to be there to put a little more pressure down and some auto attacks. She might have felt unsafe, but I really think she needed to. Red team might win it off of this. Ashe all goes down, gets nice Zonians by Annie. Oh, nice W though. Ashe is gonna clean this up potentially. Needs to kill that Mordekaiser down, and now she has to fight off the Sion. We have Starkweather here trying to defend. Oh, here we go. But Sion's passive might finish it off. They kill him. Blitz needs to pull him off. Let's see the pull out. Does not get the pull. I don't think he realized what was happening. Red team wins it out of nowhere.
Wow, and the only reason that was able to set up is because, one, they made it to these really long death timers. We see 40-second death timers. They got the beautiful catch inside of that death bush with the pink. Got off the stun and just a bunch of CC right off the bat onto the Gnar. Was able to lock him down before he was
too, which was very impressive.
Right, they were able to lock him down before he was even able to ult them against the wall, something that could have really turned that fight around if he could have got there, stun them all up against the wall. And then you just see them capitalizing with this Jinx, who is such a big tower pusher. She's just so great at getting in there, destroying towers, and they were just able to win the game off of that one little get behind, sneak, death bush, blow them all up, and that was just a fantastic job by the red team there to just pull that, and I'm gonna say it, they pulled that out of their asses.
Yeah, I mean they did what they needed to do, and look at the lanes actually. Red team had all the lanes set up for this. You had a Zizirab portal placed in the middle to help siege that as well.
Right.
There was definitely some huge miscommunication because everyone was peeling off after the Gnar went down while Elise was going in. Blue team could have fought it. They might have lost that fight, but if they took out Jinx,
Yeah,
the game
they would have been fine if they could.
Unless it was a 4-for-1 or something.
Right.
They took out Jinx. They wouldn't have been able to push as hard. Straynar did have the Zizirab portal, but without, I mean, Jinx, like you said, Jinx just shreds turrets. She is made to kill turrets, and if Jinx was down, I mean, it was close enough. They almost still got it. Jinx went down, and if Jinx went down, they would have at least held up for another fight.
Good job by the red team too by closing this one. Just getting that one lucky engage there in that death push at the end. But that still doesn't put besides the fact that there was a lot of mistakes made by that red team. And really, realistically, without that, I don't think they would have won. Without that death push right there, the chances of them winning were just really grim just because they were making so many, just minor mistakes all throughout this game. And Blue team was doing such a good job at, capitalizing on these and always getting objectives and stuff right after they capitalize on, these little minor mistakes that the red team is making. Mm-hmm. And it's really unfortunate by the blue team that, this happened, but, I don't know, props for the red team, but overall just a sloppy game on their part.
Yeah.
And,
but they did what they needed to do. They communicated at the last, when they needed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Blue team kind of fell apart a little bit at the end. Wow, that was a very surprising game.
Yeah, I did not expect that at all.
All right, let's queue it up for the next one.
Are we doing another one?